everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be, of course, we're doing a whole series on this 4.7 Chrysler set of heads and rebuilding the engine basically, but we're kind of going over everything that we think that might be helpful to another person doing this. Right now we're going to go into how to actually install the valve. We had a set of bent valves, so we've got some new valves, and basically Pops is going to show you the valve. We've already put in, we have another video on it, but we've already put in the valve stem guides. The head's already been cleaned, so we're actually back in the rebuilding process. So right now we're going to specifically discuss putting one valve in right here. So he's going to take it from this spot right here. He's going to show you how he does it and how we do it, and that way you have the job done right the first time and there's no going around doing it twice. On pause.
Here are the new valves that we're going to install. Valve springs.
All right, hold on, slow down. Okay, let's talk about the valves. Where'd you get them?
I got them offline. You can get them at the dealer. I just happened to get a deal off eBay and got them and got the whole set.
How much were they running a piece about? Do you remember?
I think it was a little over $6 a piece.
About $6 a piece. So would you say it's worth a piece of mine?
Yes.
Not even a question.
Right. You do it so you don't have to do the other side.
The other thing okay, we did use some of the old stuff. What we used that was old was we kept the old spring.
Correct.
Show them how actually tough that is. That's
you can barely compress it.
I mean, that sucker.
Yeah. I don't know how many pounds it is, but
it's pretty crazy.
Start compress them to put them back together, you know they're strong.
Yeah, and then also there's a cap that goes on that spring.
So this goes essentially like this, spring holder, and then you have your two.
I know that's kind of hard. The keeper's even hard without the valve being on the head.
Yeah, they're just a pain. It takes two people to do this, but that's basically this goes in there and hold it.
Hold on. Let me just kind of show them right there. Is the keeper in there?
One keeper is in there.
All right, one keeper's in.
So basically, as it goes up and down, the pressure that stays on the keeper and it keeps it. So you can see how easy it comes apart.
Now, we went ahead and got new keepers, and basically the reason is because it's not that your old keepers can't be reused. We just didn't want to risk the failure on them because it's such a small piece of metal.
Right.
And those run you about, what, $1?
$1 a piece.
A half.
Well, yes.
Yeah, keep that in mind when you order these things. How did they do it, Popsy? I know they kind of got you on that one.
Yes, they don't tell you that. They just say retainer, and it gives you a number and a price.
A quantity. So we bought 9, and basically that's, what was 9? We got
4 valves and 1 keeper left.
Yeah, so we got 4.5. I mean, what the hell? We weren't able to do that. So keep that in mind, guys, when you're ordering your keepers.
So you get... This is equal to 2 keepers.
Yeah, that's 2 right here. Let me get it right here.
1 valve, 2 keepers.
Yeah, set them down. I want to kind of try to get them zeroed in right there. There they are. You see them, guys? And have you got the package they came in so we can show them the part number? Or is it on there? Plenty of keepers. Keepers everywhere, guys.
Keepers everywhere.
It may not be on there. Anyway, you can go to the Chrysler store and get them, or you can go to anywhere. Actually, we did have a hard time buying them at the auto parts store, didn't we?
Right. They didn't want to look up, or said they couldn't look up, or didn't have the parts.
Yeah, dude, we hit Napa, O'Reilly, AutoZone. We hit all the locals and couldn't get them.
Right. Online,
no problem. Dealer, no problem.
Right.
Okay, so how does this sucker work? What do we need to install a valve? We need a valve spring compressor.
A valve.
Which he's going to... Hold on. Just hang on 1 second. I'm going to come over there and shoot that angle coming in.
All right. Put the valve in. It's in the hole.
And wait, what are you doing right now? You're checking for resistance, aren't you?
Right. When you get to the seal on the other side, you're going to get resistance. I just put my finger on it. And just wiggle it, jiggle it, and it'll go through. And then it'll go over the grooves, and then you're in.
And what you're basically hearing on or feeling the other sides when it goes through the valve stem
seal.
Yes. So the valve stem seal, we've already grinded these things and installed the valve stem seals, so keep in mind.
They are lubed, so that don't put them in dry.
Yeah, we don't put them in dry because we don't want any tear on the rubber, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. So what's next? Okay, here's the valve coming out through the valve stem as you see it.
I hold the valve in case I hit it so I don't push it back through.
Yeah.
There's your spring.
There's the cap.
Cap. That's basically how it's going to be. Then you get the compressor.
All right, yeah, now we got to have the compressor, and he's going to show you how to hook that up. So the first thing we did is take this, you see the stud coming out of the end of this valve spring compressor. You can kind of see it wrapping around. And each one you have to kind of work your own angle because there's roadblocks that could stop it from compressing.
There's the cam support and the lifters and all that.
We'll show that on the other end. So basically on here, he's already got this in, and he's taking this handle which has a lock on it.
This goes to the center of the valve. This is where you compress it. The handle that you squeeze. It has a locking mechanism that when you squeeze it, it locks it. It's like vice grips.
Right, and we can get this compressor about anywhere. You can go rent them out at the parts store. You can buy one, whatever you want to do.
Right.
They're not that expensive. All right, let me show them the other end. Okay, on the other end of this little apparatus is you can see the spring has now been compressed down, and it has like the little widening arms that hold the spring down as well as the thing. So I guess what we're doing now, we're going to go ahead and stick the...
These are the obstacles you got to work around. Here's
right, because you don't want to scar those at all.
Right. And then you got the cam support, and so you have to wiggle the fork.
And just to give you an idea how we had to actually position this right here. See, we're coming all the way across the back side here, and you just have to be flexible because, you know, each one of these is just a little different than the other.
Right. You can't get it from this angle because it's too close.
Yeah, you just can't make the run. All right, so let's see some valve springs keepers go on that thing. All right, I'm gonna try to zero in a little bit. Watch the magic happen.
Yeah, big finger, small retainers here.
And see, it's got like the 3 grooves on it. He's rolling one toward he puts one on and rolls one toward the back, right?
Yep. Try to roll it around to where it's tighter. Like
and sometimes, okay, yeah, and sometimes
so it holds that on. It's always easier to do.
All right, let me see if I can get that a little better for them.
So I've rotated around to the other side.
All right, I'm gonna come up from the other angle. Okay, so you should. I know it's kind of hard to see it, but if you take a look down there, it's right here. It's on the top of my fingernail, and if you look, there's a little half lip right there, which is really hard to see.
There's where it goes, like that. And right now they will fall off if you touch them.
Right. Hold on, got you a little bit off here. I didn't realize I'm looking at the product where I had us on the wrong valve, so see if I can get that. All right, I'm gonna come back over to the other end. Okay, you can see the little half moon down there, guys. That's the other keeper. All right, now go ahead and put the new keeper on. Okay, now you see it. Now watch him release it. And there you have it, guys. He has got it released. He's going to have to fight that compressor just a second. And it's off, and just so you see right there, it's definitely holding it like it's supposed to, and you kind of see where it's separated.
So always check and look in there and make sure that they're in there. You'll know when they're not, because the spring will be down further, and it's supposed to fit in that little groove nicely. And
yeah, and guys, now the rocker arms will lay on top of this, and but
there's here, cam here.
Yeah, no problem with that. Go ahead. We're showing where they can see where the hydraulic lifters go in those holes.
They go right here.
Of course, y'all can see the valve stems that we've got on there. But anyway, this is kind of a cool video, ain't it, Popsy?
I think so. Hopefully it will help somebody.
Yeah, what you got to say to everybody out there?
I wish I had seen this video before we started. would have helped.
He said he wished he'd have seen his own video. All right. Well, guys, you heard it first right here. We're trying to give you some really good tips on helping you get this job done. Of course, our lead videographer is not available. She's busy watching stuff with her mother, so you know how that goes. Anyway, what else we got to tell them? Subscribe to the channel.
And this is not available. We've looked. We looked on YouTube and all before this.
Yeah, before we do any job, I mean, we've done them before, but you always go over, try a little review, and we realize there's some videos, but nobody's really going into a lot of detail.
Right.
You know, each one of these steps is nothing you want to blow through, because any of them that you skip can be catastrophic. Right. So that's why we're trying to, make this useful for somebody out there trying to. And
simple. It's not that complicated if you do it by the book.
Yeah, just do it by the book. No shortcuts, guys. Subscribe. It's time for me. Beer Thursday. Is it 5 o'clock somewhere?
Somewhere.
Somewhere it's 5 o'clock. We're going to get some beer. See ya.